denying information on the A side between the Cyber Cage and now that Trailblazer. They also know that sewers and A are clear, so they can fall back to it if they need to. But instead, they're going to pressure Garage while simultaneously taking into the front side of B. So they're just really multi-pronged pressuring the map right now against BreakThru. But they haven't committed to anything just yet. But now, as we can see, looks like they want to try to take the spike over into C side. But that Aftershock will stop them.
Oh, and that's fine for Proto. Able to take down one on the exchange. The Aftershock was well predicted by flyuh, but now he's got to come into this site or just play a little bit more passively. Paint shells to try to clear off the side of the site while Sim makes his way in, and the kills are so...
They're going to finally commit to. They're good at that info denial. And again, they're keeping it up, right? They're pressuring long A with this Cage and this Guiding Light. They still have Garage presence with two of their players. They're still watching for any type of long C push with the Astra on wippie. And so they still have all their bases covered as they do now take into Garage and look to set up the C split.
This time flyuh is not going to stop the front door from being pushed into. Paranoia out. Proto will be a little bit stuck on towards the site. Thief looking to assist, but the kills come through for G2. This is a force buy from G2, mind you, with the Stingers and Penny over to the quick classic. Tallies up the 3-for-2 exchange, allowing for the plant to come out, and now G2 pressed on the retake.
Going to be a tough one, though, being a couple of men down, especially with ShahZaM being able to heal Penny back up to almost full health. That flash comes in to add to it, and boom, it's on.
dapr on the back for free, but ShahZaM beats him to it. That is brilliantly done.
All the numbers now seemingly gathering over at long C. The only defense there right now is going to be aproto just jump spotting it, but he's got some utility to try to slow them down and buy time for rotations.
Well, there's the first on. Oxy right up close and personal. But the response from Thief, well formed. Gives a chance to these defenders, and the Sheriffs are going to win out the initial engagement. The problem was wippie. There's a 3-man stack here, including for flyuh to use his utility to stall this a little while longer. The thing about this is they're not giving away any information. No sound cues. brawk will eventually catch wind of this, but they're stuck down in sewer. What can you find here if you're BreakThru? The answer, absolutely nothing. dapr gets the double. 20 seconds on the clock. You still have to make your play very rapidly forward. It actually looks like BreakThru are going to back away and forfeit the round.
Yeah, that was a really nice attack from G2. I understand where you're coming from with the time running a little bit low, and you're right. It could have come back to haunt them if dapr goes down in sewers and the A split gets broken apart. You know, that is the risk you take when you bleed the clock down that low. But G2 were very good about kind of methodically carving their way into A in that late round situation. You know, they were playing contact. They weren't
in scope mentality. I mean, we're seeing so much more Neon. We're seeing a lot of Yoru coming into the play as we get an early aggressive little push through for dapr just through his own cyber cage. That elimination will allow him to convert off of his neural theft. So this should result in immense map pressure from G2 with the lay of the land. And yeah, I think that your reaction says it all as Oxy.
It's the nostalgia of watching dapr own people at long A through cages on Haven. I mean, it just really winds back the clock to the heyday of Sentinels when you see that sort of thing going on, as they are going to get that spike down into B, and the retake from BreakThru going to be tough with a man down.
They do have Paranoia if they decide to use this to clear out Oxy deep, which he's now been seen. Still finds one. Paranoia is held on to for the deep on the retake. Toggle off the spike defusal. Team shots, though, coming from window. We'll make sure no one is on. Some second guessing and consideration as now the Paranoia is out, but they don't predict Penny in the corner. He'll then further it play forward with the relay bowled out, leaving Thief by himself. This will be a 1v4. And, well, you can just continue to see the constant pre-fire. Not going to allow Thief to do that spike, and G2 will go up 4-1.
Yeah, it's one of those things where not only did G2 just get such a great pick at long A and then get into B early off of that read.
At least in partial. Missing some utility to afford the weapons. Also missing some armor, most notably. And brawk off the tag says it's time to go to Yuri. Oh, just Penny sliding away from it. Meanwhile, there's interactions happening over through C garage doors. That actually starts to favor G2 for a moment until flyuh steps in, fills the gaps, and now the team shots punish G2 completely, leaving dapr by himself.
That was kind of G2 leaving the discipline by the wayside and is looking to take some fights in garage, but flyuh wins all of them, leaving dapr all alone here to 1 versus 4. Spike not in his possessions, easily watched by BreakThru through the garage doors. But dapr going to have a hell of a time trying to find his way into something. Drone comes out, actually gives him the space to get the spike, but can he escape? He does get the frag on the flyuh. That's 1 man down. He's still got some time.
in a well amount of time. He's got a good angle at this spike.
Top
Or
right,
does
or
he?
is it?
Never mind. It's out in the corner too far.
Yep. They don't know what else is going on across the map. Again, the entire time Wippie's been keeping tabs on C. They've also had mid control for some time as well. But now here comes the regather at A. A great kill from
Huge.
flyuh onto Penny.
I mean, G2 is just getting nothing for free here over at A. Still going to make the play forward with the last 3 remaining members. The defense is starting to back
30
off
seconds
a
left.
touch, and brawk is kind of no man's land at the moment. Trap wires the hurdle here if you're G2, so they can pretty much walk in freely.
Yeah,
wanna make
it's just
sure
such a strong retake available
Yeah.
for BreakThru with that Rolling Thunder and with the man advantage.
Spike planted.
Spike planted just outside the Concept Divide. Defense setting up. Again, lots of ultimates they can use, most notably the Rolling Thunder. Both hands up for flyuh. Lets it rip. ShahZaM tries to take away the angle, and actually the Nebula allows him a chance to kind of hold off this play a little while longer. Fly on the way through, blindly, mind you. Kind of bait for the entirety of the play. Allows the defense to start to make their way on. Dark cover blocking out wippie for Nast's last star. Neural Theft is out, and Thief will take care of it. No worries, we're back to within 1.
With the cyber cage of dapr, they're pressuring Garage, and so they're making it a little bit difficult on BreakThru to have a full read the lay of the land on these early round situations. With that said, they do have a very stout defense in place over on the A side of the map, but the timing could still wind up favoring G2 because they're all coming through long. They're not showing anything to Sewers.
Fast lane up, overdrive out. And how about that fault line? It may have concussed more than we may have seen off the overhead. Penny just hoping for something. Slides right into Thief. Relay bolt also down. Proto's a bit stuck in the corner. Good read of Proto! He still goes 1 for 1. As G2 breach on in towards the site. Brawk, stop being planted. Good kill. Maybe an opportunity for the defense to still
30
contest this
seconds left.
completely, although they are in a 2v3. Sim, showstopper, calls it out blindly, sends it over towards where the spike had gotten collected. Not going to connect for much, if any damage at all. And dapr will go back to planting. Spam shots not going to land. Sim by himself. Would be a 1v3. 3 in the second. He has got an idea on where exactly this last player is. The underhanded paint shells. Oh, nearly completely connected, and they do. The final blossom.
Yeah, now they're kind of being forced to play a retake. That's what often happens defensively on Haven. When you don't get that early kill or early read, you kind of have to play for a retake somewhere. And it's going to be A yet again, which is a site that G2's had a lot of success taking. Last round, they dropped the ball, though, in the 3-on-1 post plan. Can they redeem themselves?
There's the overhead look as far as the post plan is set up. All 4 corners essentially being possessed. And now here comes Break. Paint shells deep. Not really going to land. Relay bolt delaying the inevitable retake attempt. Vault line in. Penny will be concussed by this. And how about the play where, oh my goodness, plays distraction, bouncing his way into the site, and it's Thief who follows up behind him. That is some selfless gameplay coming out of the Rays. But still, Wippie, a chance to still fight this off, 1v2. There's the gravity well to pull them off for the defusal, but they're stacked up together. The team shots will land. But oh my, I don't know if we still had an overhead of that. It would just be all of G2 turn. So a lot of firepower here for G2 against the wall financially. Sim trying to get out of there. He will get through. Boombot to cover his tracks, but that's garage control from G2. We'll see if flyuh wants to try to recontrol it.
dapr all the way in here, and he's looking for more, and brawk has no clue. Literally no idea what dapr could do to him. This is going to be such a brutal A split. It'll be the first time that they get it, and they have an instant man advantage, because brawk literally just... I mean, what? No clue.
Yeah.
The timing is unreal on that from dapr. This is the first time he's done that. Remember how he slow-played A every other round.
It's also one of the first rounds we didn't see BreakThru put a lot of fight over towards A main.
Look at this from Oxy. This could be the insurance policy.
Oh my goodness. Oh
timing
my
he has
goodness. Oh boy. Oh boy. Are you kidding me?
Pressure utility, clearing out platform and blocking off the back calls rotation. This is so well calculated from G2.
Look at the slowdown, though, with the cyber cage setup. Paranoia is also going to be there. There's a chance for BreakThru still to fight against this, and boy, will they!
Down, C.
Proto and Thief have leveled the terms to a 2v2. Spike is down. That needs to be collected still. ShahZaM's at tremendously low health. And yeah, why not, Sim? Get on up and over. Right through, he gets both! Thief is going to play double box, teleporting up.
No scout to check it this time.
To watch it, yep, and here it comes. Flash on the way in. Also the one-way cage trying to help him out just a little while longer. Paranoia through, trying to teleport away, but Penny sliding in will open the door for G2. Drops the spike. That'll be for dapr to put together. That's going to be a neural if that 4-hit, but the 100 Sphere is going to push him off. And it also finds the kill OXY. So now you wonder about the call for this, because flyuh is still contesting this nearby. Aftershock's going to come through. We're down to 27 seconds on the clock, and dapr still has not been able to confirm any sort of eliminations. flyuh trying to get it done himself, but it's brawk to follow up. His composition paid dividends, because the majority of the rounds that we saw for G2 to FaZe were G2 on the defensive side with this same comp. Quickly in towards C. And look at the watch of the flank. Oh my goodness, Proto has predicted this almost perfect. He's got a spy cam and a trap wire while he sits in spawn. Spike down. And it, honestly, if Proto can just find one, that'd be fine. There's the camera. Sees one on the cross. Could he get both? No, OXY, good response, but it comes at a cost of a lot of life as G2's going into the 4v4 retake.
Yeah, and that aftershot's going to slow down the garage portion of this. Great flash just to block off the back calls as well as that shock dart, and they are getting frags. But G2 are battling through. Wow. How have they done this? They were getting eaten alive by shock darts and various other pieces of utility, but they still somehow win the duels from the back.
dapr got 3 kills at like half HP.
That's so bonkers, dude.
Yeah. Wippie's going to have an alarm system. Does he expect 3, though? Doesn't matter. He actually predicts it before the trap wire's even engaged. Now he's got help, and G2 have broken this down completely.
Yeah.
Great response and reaction out of G2.
Slight points taken away for trying to spam the wall at the Spectre. Can't do that. So we will take a few points away, but it's still going to be an A-. It's a good point. Love this. Great use of utility to get Penny this deep. Aproto. Did he?
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
I was going to say, did he take damage? Sure did. Paint shells, though. Sim looking to kind of force something in the opposite direction. Wippie takes a lot of damage here as BreakThru still actually collect onto OXY on the other side of the map. So now all of a sudden the pressure is on once again. BreakThru finding and fighting an entryway in towards C, but it's the flash that eventually pushes them off.
Uh-oh.
But ShahZaM still peeks that on the flank quickly behind this play. It's really just down to, can dapr hold the front door? Tries to catch timing on the L drone being out. So now Penny has to do it all with the Stinger at long range. brawk holding the corner as he also collects for the spike.
Oh,
Those are difficult shots against Vandal. Yielding it over to G2.
Definitely a much different approach than what we saw from G2
Agreed.
that we're always trying to be multi-pronged early. BreakThru trying to storm the gates at B early, it seems like. But Penny doing a pretty good job with these relay balls of stalling them. Yeah, like you said, great prediction. Not really a lot of damage being dealt just yet, though. They have held them off site for a very long time.
Still coming in, though. And Penny, how do you challenge this? ShahZaM's not going to read too much off the trail. They're guiding light just to kind of reconfigure. BreakThru have already bailed. This is a post-plant setup, not fully in window. More so, it's just from the front. Opening shot dart comes out. OXY concussed by the fault line, but largely speaking, no consequence to his position up top, at least as of yet. But as dapr drops over through garage, the longer this takes for G2, the more you have to sweat this flank. Penny, good, decent response, but Sim's already here. And there's the reveal. Here comes Sim around the back. The pre-fire's in the way in. Sim gets one for free. Needs to get the second, but goes to the paint shells. Hold on a second. Now it's a 2v1 the opposite direction. brawk has to stop the defuse, gets the first and the transfer for the second. Drive if they wanted to, but largely speaking, when it comes to space, they don't really have opponents that are going to be able to do that. Showstopper up and over for Sim. Little extra boost at the top as he nearly doubles up. Penny down to the overdrive, looking to stop this play at C long, but long range. BreakThru deny, and the kills go their way for entry.
Yep, smoke and now cage on the back halls allows reinforcements to get that spike down. They have a 4-on-2. And, I mean, there's really not a whole lot that G2 can do even with the ults.
But you give it a go if you're OXY. There's the flash. OXY up in the way. And shock dart over the top. The spam is perfect. And the shock darts deny ShahZaM any further entry. Shock dart's trying to clear the way in front of this C-long play. Aldrone will confirm no forward defender. And that's enough for BreakThru. Oh, and they catch OXY trying to reach out. A late hit. dapr fighting back, stack from G2, turns this into a 2-for-1 exchange. Nope, that's going to read a lot of this, and dapr gets a little bit more extra work done before the Rolling Thunder comes through, which flyuh will use the chance to keep the contest forward. Even beyond that, takes a second, just down to Proto for 2. Penny low, wippie nearly at full, but he gets the more healthy target. Now he's got a read on the second, and
cannot finish the job. And so again, it's my nightmare where I have to, you know, obviously praise BreakThru, but come on, G2, you gotta win these rounds. You gotta close.
Oh, now the fault line entering Sim in, but dapr, who was also concussed, still is able to get one before dropping. So the quick hits from BreakThru are just keeping G2 in a complete nightmarish situation. Proto even lurking mid-map. Does not take down Penny, so that's a weapon upgrade now for the defense to try to play this retake 3v3.
They do have time, and they're able to get the heal up here onto Penny thanks to ShahZaM inside the B sites. Flank coming in long as well, but
Oh
red
my goodness. Wow. And then the flash. flyuh can do no wrong right now. And look at G2, they're already full flooding over. They're like, these guys are going to hit, and they're going to hit hard. Indeed the case. Trailblazers out. flyuh's got a really good read in this. Aldrin will confirm some of the information. There's the fault line across. Aldrin also getting a tag, but Penny holds the line for the first kill. Hunter's Fury, now the next thing forward, but ShahZaM and Oxy continue to try to hold this defensive line. 3v2 situation favoring G2's deep. BreakThru not giving up a, but the opportunities are limited. And finally, G2. BreakThru once again and trying to keep this in a different area. Boombot not as successful as you would have hoped for. Relay but will connect. Sim's going to actually just use that as a chance to get away. The Aldrone will clear out the top C window, though. So with that space gained, BreakThru may use this as kind of their base of operations to try to breach onto C.
Yeah, they're definitely putting a lot of pressure over through Garage. They cleared the common camera spot that would be watching C-Link area. And so now they will just go ahead and pour in. dapr playing more from the backside, but he's going to get stunned. It's rotations coming in, though, from Penny.
Yeah. Proto a little bit fast in his timing, trying to cut off the defensive rotation. So we go to a 4v4. brawk caught just to the fast line. wippie following up, and dapr's entire time will essentially be the linchpin for the defense's success. And Thief looking to kind of refocus the same route that aproto took. To see G2 get to 10 cleanly if you're a G2 fan here. Vault line once again set up this time. Paint shells trying to get the damage done. dapr's gonna be caught trying to assist, and they'll go one for BreakThru still on the approach though. Recon Bolt will get some confirmation that Penny is nearby, but the pistols land. And now it's just down to Penny inside the site, who can only do good for one. Spike collected, should be a quick plan afterwards. And for G2 defensively on this retake, it's ShahZaM and Oxy. They're gonna go quickly. ShahZaM trying to follow up Oxy, the first one forward. They go 2 kills. Seekers will be called. They will not fully connect though. Proto on 6 HP. Playing around the corner, shows an elbow. And now ShahZaM's got the high ground. That cape continues to flutter back and forth. Flash goes out. Proto holds his ground. ShahZaM in the corner.
No!
Oh, it's a thrifty that gets it done for Proto. What a snap! The statistic was improved to the last map. A chance to possibly do a little bit more here with this early threat towards Zay. Sentry turret denied. Star is down, and that's just for Nebula. So now BreakThru on their way in. As actually first blood is collected. Sim did not have a lot of help behind this. Now Penny can get to work, and yeah, the utility is very well layered. G2 will hold for now. They grab his proto, and no problems there. G2 take the pistol.
It's not a dog.
It's not a dog.
Definitely not a dog.
It's like a cow with a small tail.
That is a messed up looking animal, dude. It makes no sense at all. I don't understand.
Me neither. Knife it. BreakThru trying to work their way into the... That's about what happens at the bullet hose.
ShahZaM's like, I want the ace. He runs to He wants the ace so bad. Pretty much open the floodgates on a huge B push that all this Killjoy utility is all for naught now.
Oh yeah, ShahZaM is completely trapped in the back. Nowhere for him to go. Oxy with a couple of taps off the Guardian has also given away his position. The only question marks are the last 2 G2 members, which are still deciding if they want to come back to your market or try to hit something off the flank for exits. That is a conversation that is still ongoing, apparently. You have to figure that in this situation, G2 will likely try to just play for exits. And well, they're not even getting the chance to. Good reveals coming out. And flawless. An investor flawless at that for Breaks.
He's so interested at middle, and it's potentially going to allow them to have an easier A split here.
Sim's going to come
Oh, the
forward.
timing!
Yeah, not great. Flash will still come through. Penny, he's still deciding to work his way into this gunfight. I mean, he's got a little bit of assistance with him, but Sim will essentially break through. Oxy left to his own devices, and nearly, I think all of us saw maybe a 3K coming through with how they lined up there at the end, but Spike collected. Proto's going to get the plant.
Spike
He is
planted.
by himself. The brawk is nowhere near this site.
One enemy remaining.
And the first shots land. Neural Theft will reveal the second. And here comes brawk. Committed down low, and Proto doesn't need the help. Of course he doesn't. I mean, did you watch anything from first map? Can they make it punishing, though? Defensively, not doing anything super different, to be honest.
No.
Well, Wippie just caught in an off angle. Null command spent as soon as the orb was collected. Sim on the way in. Oxy with pistols. And that will be a plant. You are largely trying to recontest this through heaven. Sim could get point of contact here as soon as the nebula drops. He's still here. Oxy trying to chip away. The Al drone will be the first thing forward. Knife will suppress. Sim up top revealed, but he could have been anywhere. And G2 will at least gain some presence over towards the Raptors.
Yeah, Sim didn't overstay his welcome, which is a very smart move. Now the shot car's going to come in and start chipping away some damage. Oxy's already pretty low, all things considered, and yeah, they obviously don't have much firepower to spend.
Aggressive?
That was a little odd.
Yeah, I'll say.
Didn't like that.
Still would be hard-pressed to figure G2 break their way back into this, especially considering the help
That
nearby.
seems so effortless from flyuh just now. Just
Sure
what
does.
a crazy display of aim.
Wow, dude.
Once again, Sim looking to penetrate mid early here, and he is taking it very deep this time, all the way to defensive spawn. Oxy has an idea, does spot the elbow there, gets the read, but knowing's half the battle. The amount of control that BreakThru have because of this is huge, but
Huge
Oxy
pick.
decides to push forward and grab the pick. That is certainly a massive move.
Yeah, the timing for that was trying to get Sim around the back as soon as the hit from the front came through, but now with that completely shut down, this G2 defense inside and around the A zone over the B part, the B site is really locked in. Brawk gets some work done with the Odin, but how do you get the rest of your help forward here? I mean, it's just down to if Thief can work his way into the site, and G2 are going to try to take away space. Oh, is it too greedy, though? Brawk on the staircase nearly gets a double, and it would have created...
Like they want to try to start steering out in front here. Oxy will
Set up
aggressive
the-
middle
Oh!
and reads it. What a read, dude. What a read.
Wait, Oxy got tagged.
Yeah. But such a great read to have the crosshair in the right spot to be able to play the top box position if he's there.
Wow. That is a very important first blood. But it's immediately countered. flyuh just steps in towards where Sim had previously been a major threat. And eliminates the operator on the eye. You also got to keep in mind that Brawk, still with an Odin, could do some work offensively to try to spam down any defense, but the spike has been collected and is still lingering through mid, if not over towards tree completely, where, to be fair, G2 do have a pretty solid setup. Thanks, observers, for that look.
Yeah, the Alodrome pressures B, but it doesn't cause really any rotation. As you said, the Killjoy utility is aplenty on this A side of the map. Kind of being bypassed, though, as we're seeing the window push. Now, Wippie is wise to it, but again, knowing is only a part of the battle. Now it's all on dapr to hold. He gets his one, he gets out of the site. That's huge for setting up the retake.
Yeah, because it's the spike down, so this is going to give his teammates a second.
30
Over wants to guard the lockdown, but denied. So now BreakThru can destroy it and get well into their merry way of trying to get on for a quick plant. Penny trying to further contest over through Garden. It's just the flash, though, looking to delay it. Keep your eye on ShahZaM. Hunter's Fury at the ready. The defensive Sova could get behind this play. 13 seconds. If they get a prediction where this is going to get planted at, they may be able to stop this completely, but they're not going to go into the early Hunter's Fury. Spike planted,
remaining.
and as ShahZaM drops, it all comes down to Penny.
And he's red.
Yeah.
He's been detected by that recon. No one under heaven. He'll know that from the knife, but it's not going to be enough. He's decided to grab this operator and save it and give the round the BreakThru.
Time.
It
And
is.
the further the clock goes down, the more advantageous G2's position becomes because they're still four-man stacked here at
30
A.
seconds left.
It really just comes down to if Penny can find one, that may win the round. And he will get one. So it's a
Spike
one-for-one
down, mid.
position. Op not going to land for a second time for Sim. Wippie holding on the angle. Shots are starting to land for BreakThru, though. They actually cleanly work through. It's Brawk with the Odin who entries. Great heavens to that. And now it's down to dapr and a classic, and the window's been missed again by G2.
Yeah, it really just comes down to brawk doing the heavy lifting, quite literally, because I'm sure that
As the smokes will be encompassing most of mid, and it's a quick hit. It's a 4. Ult command is going to be here. BreakThru's just going to run right through this, take care of all the killjoy utility, and try to isolate this defense. And so far, it's working out okay. Pre-fire from Petty. The only thing standing in their way, and that's not bad. The first kill comes through, but now Proto lurking through mid. Neural Theft earned off the kill. We'll be able to turn that in, no problem. And
No,
well,
they didn't get
this
wippie,
is
though.
forward. Commit forward to taking care of ShahZaM outside arches, because he was the only defender left to be.
yeah, that's true. Maybe
Good
just feeling the
strike.
confidence.
Oh, here we go.
Spike down A.
Little set piece from G2, getting the gravity well into first blood. May not be done yet, but no, Oxy will get nothing more.
Yeah, Spike recollected. But wippie trying to slip into wine, and while he gets detected, he'll still get his man. Getting some help now as well from Penny and company. Meanwhile, ShahZaM shutting down the B front of this attack, and all of a sudden, G2 starting to show some prowess. Of course, we knew it was always there. It was always possible.
Sure,
It's
yeah.
just not been there all the time this series, if we're honest, especially in the late round.
Okay. BreakThru, do you try to do anything with this? Maybe try to find a kill that could lead to them making a decision for it, but you have to feel like for the majority of this, especially now,
Spike down A.
that this very well may just be play for kills. Proto's collected the spike though.
30 seconds left.
Penny nearby, Oxy on the corner, but this would be one for the record books. Not going to come.
Quick pivot into an A split, though. Look at
Yeah,
this.
sure is. Fragments predicted it though. Penny's gonna hold this off a little while longer. Offense now making its way forward, but Oxy's already in the cloudburst. 100 Fury to follow. Although the shots don't necessarily land, it's ShahZaM who's getting all the work done. Second kill comes through. Penny hearing the reload, steps
remaining.
forward into flyuh, and G2's defense start to really come through in the thick. Just down to Thief. This would be a 1v4. He has an opportunity for it. Goodness, that second one's gonna hit a little harder though, you think? Yeah, and Brock's a little bit more hindered. Just a touch. Recon bolt out.
Oh, boy.
My goodness, the reveal is insane. And ShahZaM is going to work.
Nano
Nanoswarm
Swarm.
to stop the inevitable hit. Sim over the top, though, actually gets around ShahZaM. How does that little slide off the rooftop happen? BreakThru take 3 kills, and with that, they also win the site.
No way in heck, man. Sim winning an X Games gold medal in the middle of a match right now of Valorant as the spike goes down at the back of B, and they have a 3v2 post plant because of it, and now they get to put a Cosmic Divide down to make this retake even more difficult. Wippie gonna add his own there at the back end, and it's gonna be a wild ride on the site in just a moment with all these walls up and stars down.
And null command, double flash, fragment, all of the utility kit for Penny available. There's the first flash. Null command's out. It has to be won by the weapons. Wippie gets the first. Yeah, flyuh looks away because of the flash, and that's enough for Penny and Wippie to take all 3 cleanly. Relatable. G2's pistol right into flyuh's direction. Flyuh actually gets one very cleanly. The forced play forward. Flyuh's gonna get way more than that. Oh goodness! Flowing like waterfalls. Eh? I would say color me surprised, but I'm not surprised in the slightest.
You shouldn't be
It takes
surprised
first
at all, no.
victory. G2 still
Do
gonna stay
recommend to all the
aggressive.
talent out there if you're of age.
BreakThru keep collecting. Just dropping one in the process. This is a hard press round for G2. Who did nice shots from Proto. But G2 still have a chance to lock this in. Spike's gonna get planted. Both members will be bunkered up into the site itself. BreakThru looking to contest, and Penny, who tried to force it a little bit further forward, leaves it just down to Wippie. Could get it done. This could shoot through the boxes, but it's Thief who collects the headshot. And with that, a little extra to get us tied at 7. But this is going to hinder some of the economy of players like Oxy in particular, who is going to get revealed by this trap wire. There's another one in front of him. This is, again, going to slow things up a little bit longer. I could respect the idea. G2 looking to follow up, though. Do at least tally 1 kill. brawk has stayed concealed. No one has seen him. And he may catch ShahZaM for free. Yeah, that's well done. Anticipated more, but runs into Penny. Didn't expect that. And with it, G2 will get the plant.
Now BreakThru at least have the read that one's there. However, they can try to isolate these battles on site with this flash and with the number superiority. And indeed, they will catch wippie blind. They know dapr's in the back. They're going to run him down. But dapr grabs his man. Penny able to set him behind now because of it. And it's all on Thief. 1v1.
Fragment gives him a little bit of time to reposition, but Thief checks the angle. Doesn't see him there. Now, should have seen him over the top of the box. I'm sure his teammates just called that out. So now he has to toggle. Penny calling his bluff.
Stone cold.
Thief has to try to toggle again. Penny says, nope, not interested.
Oh my.
Now he's trying to get the pre-fire. Talk about nervy. And how about that?
They're repositioning heavy B, which is actually the wrong call for them, unfortunately. But they could still play retake, perhaps. Thief also could catch one on the off angle.
Not to be. G2 still to be a little bit curious, though, to see if there's any further defenders forward. Flashes out. Null command also spent. G2 would learn that this was a vacant site. It comes at a pretty steep cost, though. So now you look to the other side of things. brawk's got his recon bolt back. He's got double shock darts.
They don't know about ShahZaM,
your
though.
pistol shots.
Now they do. ShahZaM given away, but he still catches Sim anyway. flyuh, though, with the quick trade. That's a rifle now that goes over to BreakThru on a street take. 3-on-3.
Cosmic Divide in for the offense. G2 trying to lock things up. brawk not able to get the shock dart into place. So here comes BreakThru. Recon bolt will get them forward. It's a double stack in hell for G2 with Penny at very low HP. And he will fall very fast. dapr nearly gets the trick down to wippie. He's going to be suppressed out by the fragment. This is going to get brawk likely to halfway, but the gravity well will deny, and time will favor wippie in this 1v1. Has to throw the shoulder. Clean kills.
Be a tie game, 9-9.
Yep.
You should run.
Okay. Lockdown in early. Drone being held on will let that fly. And BreakThru will concede the site. A little bit of pre-fire from Thief late. He will not be suppressed or detained, so the spike will go down. Does BreakThru try to challenge this right off the rip, though? Sim seems to want to. Fragment's also over the top. A chance to look at this. Shock dart will land, and that's going to create G2, again, a little bit of space to work with. Cosmic Divide is in the backside of this, though. It's going to split this defense of the spike plant a little bit up. Oxy from down low takes care of Sim, and the rest of BreakThru are a little bit slow to kind of follow up behind this. brawk getting some damage done with the Odin, but the rest of his teammates are having trouble getting in. It's just Proto. You're kind of looking for one of two things. Either Sim to collect a couple of kills, or possibly the Ares on the opposite side. This is kind of a two-folded defense, and oh my goodness, you're gonna give Sim the chance at that? Are you kidding?
Oh, Oxy. Oh, Oxy. You thought you had him, but you really didn't. And that's a big opening kill.
I mean, brawk has been deadly with these LMGs. There's still a chance that he holds this with just an Ares. Flashes off the walls. Here comes the play, but brawk falls instantaneously, leaving Proto by himself. Just a trap wire to keep him safe. Tries to play for some timing, and well, flyuh's there to at least assist to get one more kill for free, or so to speak, for free. ShahZaM off the plant. Sim, it's just him with knives and Thief off the flank, and as the flank is denied, you go to the jet. Tries to work his way forward and only got through G2 to 11. Things out with now ShahZaM pondering through mid-map.
I have the spike.
40 seconds on the clock. This is pretty parse off from G2's offense on Haven. flyuh would have a null command if he even sniffs out and execute, but you don't want to get caught sitting in the middle of a tree, and he's going to be just done on that. So flashes himself out, tries to, but he's fully revealed. The shots do not land. Null command off the table. Thief only able to get one. Sim up top. Operator only gets a second as the Hunter's Fury is trying to assist defensively. But G2 have got when they came for. They're on for a plant.
Indeed they are. It's going to be a 3-on-3 post plant for G2. A spot they struggled on Haven, but a place that they've done well on so far here on Sin is everything from BreakThru is coming through Heaven. And last time they got chopped down at this very position.
Offensive Hunter's Fury trying to delay a little further. ShahZaM's going to connect. Oh, and he will collect as well. Just down to brawk. And it would be unbelievable, but the transfer's not going to be there at G2.
Penny's already eaten a few, down to 58 HP. Oh, ShahZaM, though, has a nice little headshot angle there on the side stairs, gets his man, but aggression at A lobby comes up good for BreakThru.
Oh, and Proto just takes a little side peek, nearly does it again. Okay, so it got a little mixy, a little dicey, but the lockdown will allow G2 no plant as of taking the time to shut the door on mid-market. There's the null command. It's just down to can you find these kills. G2 positioning largely from inside the site. Lots of information on that initial cross from ShahZaM. Flash out. Oxy not affected by it. Here comes the play through the side, though. The first 2 kills are good, just down to dapr, and he's not going to find a single kill.
Not been on point this game,
No,
so it makes me curious that they want to try to hold it more firmly off the back of this Cypher and Astra utility as opposed to playing for the retake.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the
Maybe
they try.
Something that you just want to make sure flyuh stays safe, and as soon as you hit the execute and you get touches in, there's the knife. It's an offensive dual command coming forward. Penny takes a lot of damage on the entry, but does get his way in. And flyuh actually does take him down. Now Thief up top, he can really lock down this front door as Oxy also drops. G2 losing numbers like crazy. And they're not going to get in. Cosmic Divide is also committed to this. There's not a single shred of ground given by BreakThru. And G2 call out another ult trying to save the round. And they'll only get a single kill from dapr. And here comes G2 rapidly across the middle of the map. Aldrone will lead the way. Frag good position, but Oxy dashing
Still no frag.
Yeah, we'll get the first. Overwhelming as the Phantom is collected. We'll take it a 2-for-1. G2 on the site for a plant. It looks like BreakThru maybe want to try to commit to this retake a bit sooner than anticipate, especially with brawk already here, but they'll wait their time.
Yeah, they're going to have to clear out their flank with the Aldrone at middle. Neural Theft will also come through, so they're going to get the information. This time it's not one way. They're actually coming multiple directions on this retake. They're not being funneled, but there still are a man behind.
Proto reveals himself. Wippie playing through Archway. brawk the first one to drop, and Sim has got nowhere to go. Still an operator in hand. It just has to be Proto from the high ground. This will be a 1v4. Needs to drop down and deal with the other 3. Checks low. Then over towards the side. Nearly lines up 2, but it's Wippie who will confirm the thrifty and the map for G2. It's going to be a map 3 affair here, my friend.
Indeed it is. And I think the big difference here is just G2 were able to close on the attack.
Squad so far. It feels very Haven-esque when it came down to that battle over for A main.
Yeah, in the end, it looks like BreakThru want to try to take things into the link towards B. Camera gets taken out there, so dapr is aware of the situation as the attack does come pouring in. The rotation is going to be coming through spawn now, but not before the spike gets planted, it seems. Though some of that Cypher utility seemed like it was going to come through, but dapr actually misses the frag. Spike goes down.
Okay. So now an opportunity with numbers for BreakThru to try to hold. G2 largely coming out of bridge, and it's going to be a double hit backside halls. That is a brilliant clear. Now to a 4v4, a key position already taken away. This point though, BreakThru still kind of multiple layers at this. A lot of focus back still over towards mid. This playthrough B-Link is resulting in a lot of success. Proto scam will get even more information, and then the follow-up of the fault line leads to quick kills. ShahZaM now by himself. This will be a 1v3. Evades the Nova Pulse. Predicts onto Thief first. Time is becoming an issue, though, and Proto may have thrown a shoulder. Yeah, that'll be enough information for them to get the kill.
Long-range battles from long B to kind of counteract that. It's just making sure you don't get caught by someone playing a corner, by pillar or something along those lines, or maybe in the back calls, but they're doing a good job using their utility to clear their way forward. Really, it's now only back hauls that can become a problem, as dapr does still maintain that position.
Yeah, this time it's BreakThru not opting to play in towards halls into the double trap wires, or so you would have thought. dapr collects a free kill. Oxy should be able to get a trade here into brawk, but it comes at a steep cost. Then how about the help from Thief to the initial engagement? So brawk on 6 HP is a bit trapped inside of halls. Proto still playing over towards the pillars, and the timing here, exquisite from brawk on 3.
What a hero.
ShahZaM off the reload. It's brawk who does it all himself.
It's a very big map, so you get a lot of value, I think, out of having multiple prowlers for scouting as opposed to just one knife.
Now BreakThru with the killer actually going to make the push in towards Art. Sim wanted to get the box, and how important may that have been, because Wippie does confirm a kill plus extra damage. On the A site, though, flyuh will get the plant for free, and G2 have to play retake.
Indeed they do, and it's all coming one direction, basically, through Secret right now. There is a smoke kind of shrouding them on their way to dugout if they want to do that. flyuh playing inside the closet will spot one at the back of the site already, and then nails down dapr, so this should be all she wrote.
looking likely. ShahZaM's going to try to make it come at a cost, though. Only able to tally a single kill. Just interested in getting the orb. That's enough for him to also add the potential of a Rolling Thunder to the mix. Nightfall on the way in. And Oxy actually wants to challenge this. Has to back away with the decay, especially considering the operator's the only weapon in hand. dapr for the first kill. How was Oxy hit that little quick scope onto brawk? Sim around the back, denied. Penny very avidly watching the quick flank.
One enemy remaining.
And that's G2 dominated the defense in the phase of the Nightfall, unless Proto can do something. And we're 5 rounds in. I have never seen a team do this, where BreakThru's just continuing to hit through B-Link, AR.
Yeah, they're really wanting to take the pace of that side. And I mean, the thing is, if you can control B-Link on the attack, makes it so hard to retake that side of the map defensively. It's a very powerful position to hold on the attacking side. Also, it's another route to get into B site.
Sure.
Now, with that said, wippie is controlling back B pillar.
Yep.
Now, he obviously doesn't know about flank, so he has to always kind of keep tabs on that, but it's still a great position to play from to help retake the side as well.
Well, now wippie's been found.
Well, never mind.
Quick kill. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call, right? Like it feels like you're just kind of guessing if you're wippie. Do I play in halls? Do I back up through bridge? Do I play forward in podium and then have to worry about the flank? A lot of question marks. Oxy with the knives now, though. Neural theft is out. Lots of information. And the call will be trying to isolate Thief first and foremost.
One enemy remaining.
Around the corner, needed. Operator can now come out to try to challenge this long-range angle. The toggle could get here. As brawk is the last one left. dapr to half. Just gonna stick it. Oxy watching the croc will be enough as the defuse comes through. Through a little bit at bay as well.
In the end, it's still the battle one from BreakThru, though, for the orb. Only a small token, though, as they come into this with very little firepower. But Sim, being the main guy with the gun, does get pretty deep into sight pretty quickly here at closet position, but misses its man. ShahZaM would be gonna clean this one up, no problem. It really does come down to that first battle, right? I mean, I think we all kind of clenched a little bit. If you ever played Jet, you just start dashing into the enemy. So, whoa, wait a second, let me get behind cover. I mean, he's seen where all three of them are, and that spike is nowhere near his possession. Yeah. So, I mean, it's one of those things where I'm not sure knowing does you any good.
Exactly. I was just going to say the same thing. It's like it feels bold to call it the neural theft here.
Yeah. I was surprised by that. Maybe he thought he would read that someone was still on the other side of the map and he would have a chance at like a quick 1v2 skirmish, but he gets to confirm that all three are indeed here. And Oxy will, meanwhile, BreakThru looking to really press this art control into something deeper, trying to start splitting open this A site. A Penny, though, backing off. They have a main control. That's big defensively for G2 because that just gives them a way to retake from multiple positions. Because obviously BreakThru are going to be trying to clear closet, clear back by flowers and such. Like they may not think about this main position so much.
They're going to be. ShahZaM gets caught.
30 seconds.
Just a quick route being hit by Sim in front of the spike leads to now no more fade on the table for G2.
I love this plant. They planted backside for secret and dugout so they could play these defensive spawn angles.
Sim aggressive. That works out. And actually just wants to force it right into Oxy, who gets isolated working from mid. Not often you see a play through that side kind of vent area, but it works out nicely. And the rest of G2, who were hoping for a chance to retake from behind. Now
what a read from BreakThru, though.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that they get that kill at flowers and they immediately plant on the backside of the site towards A secret and they take it for themselves instead. Like, they had the perfect read that G2 were actually playing A main, which is pretty beautiful. And again, they have just continued to show how powerful they can be on controlling A art and using that to open up the site. And the haunt of ShahZaM, so no B-Link given up for G2. They'll reclaim that space as their own. And ShahZaM, thought he was going to grab one, but Penny at least is able to get the trade. Keeps my man ahead.
Divides up for the offense. Hits on the way. The trap actually just gets triggered by the Prowler, so dapr will not get an opportunity to get a free kill. Showstopper's on the way out, and that will not be needed. Proto will drop pretty rapidly. Spike does get planted, though, and this is going to be a double stack through halls for the post-plant hold. I mean, you just have to hope you find a piece of timing here to get a free kill. This is a difficult spot from, especially now that Penny knows about one. That isolation is quick, and then Oxy made sure that brawk could never actually take a peek, so we get tied up at 4. G2 looking good on the defense all of a sudden.
Yeah, really well done is getting that early pick at middle with OXY. They also yeah, and that means that BreakThru, now conditioning them that way, can start playing these heavier long B setups and giving themselves good opportunities for spike plants, which is what's going to happen here again. It seems Prowler leading the way. Penny caught. Sim even pressuring Heaven as the spike comes into side. Aftershock will help him further push into defensive spawn. Does have low HP though. Has to be careful.
This is just him.
OXY has no idea.
Not a clue. Oh, now he will. Oh, good response. Missed chance from Sim, but
yeah,
I'm fine with that. 20 HP. Just try to take another one off guard. But now all of a sudden we get to a 4v4 G2 looking to hit the Nightfall and Cosmic Divide together. This is a lot of information towards Halls. They're ult that to confirm everything, as Proto was only able to take down one in response. Lots of pressure on the BreakThru to try to stay in front of this Cosmic Divide, and they are. Kills coming through, just kind of working around the Nebula as Thief. One more close wippie. He gets the double. Down to a 1v1. It's a classic against Proto. The right click's not going to land, and Proto clutches up for BreakThru.
Position, and this time dapr's even coming up through B-Link to help support ShahZaM. That's how afraid they are.
Oh, yeah.
Of this. They're even committing a star early to Art as well. So, like, BreakThru have definitely done their job of, like, really keeping G2 on their toes on where they might strike from early. But once again, it's going to be a heavy P hit with this Rolling Thunder on Link.
BreakThru know that they've got him trapped. I mean, the Rolling Thunder is used solely over towards B-Link. They weren't even worried about any Hall's positions whatsoever. So that's just dominating control. Free sight now taken as the plant comes through. And G2 have to figure out, how do you break back into this? You've got nothing, really.
Yeah, just gotta rely on base utility and fragging, and they don't have anyone on the flank option. It's all coming through Link and topside.
Yeah. Paint shells out through Halls. Oh, what a shot from OXY. Now he's got the knives, trying to go high. OXY for the double, dashing on forward. Nearly connects onto brawk, but the right click goes a bit astray. Shorty deals damage, but not enough. Penny has to try to follow up. And it's just now down to Thief as G2 went up the outslay on the retake. Thief, marked. Diffuse on the way. Get down, Mr. President. Does he get the kill in time? No, it gets to halfway. It would have been close.
Nice try, though, man. He did kind of just bob and weave, and he actually did get the...
So now the eco advantage, BreakThru right back to work, trying to work through mid. And wait, that's an easy kill onto wippie. He's going to be able to get a free kill or free weapon for this.
Yep.
Night falls out. OXY's playing forward. He needs to hit close and misses it. So now you've got two players down, and BreakThru sprinting onto site.
Yeah, Cosmic Divide will block off flowers, and that secret position. Paint shells missed the mark. You're actually going to see flyuh get into dugout position. Haunt gets broken. But that Neural Theft will give him the read he needs with the satchel. It's so well done to knock his aim off.
Nearly catches the timing as the satchel's being thrown. But Civ now with an operator fresh in hand, looking to capitalize. Oh, nearly misses out on an opportunity. ShahZaM. Gravity Well stops the defuse. Penny by himself. This would be a 1v3. And it's all triple stack up high. Gets the first. Paint shells now re-earned. Can use this to possibly get this to halfway. Maybe could put a reset onto this. Here come BreakThru for the challenge, and Thief will find it.
Yeah, they're the ones at the back economically coming to this final round.
And it's just that little tempo change for BreakThru. Catches G2 just touch off guard. OXY bested off of having the opening angle. Wippie, the double stinger kills come out, nearly gets all three. That would have been absolutely gigantic for G2 trying to respond with a thrifty of their own. Last two players alive do have rifles though, and ShahZaM thought for maybe a second he could get one and get out, but now dapr's on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, no ults or anything like that in play, so it's all going to come down to raw aim and timing. This dapr will be coming through water into defensive spawn, but BreakThru playing together inside secret, so they should be able to set up the trade at worst case scenario.
Also star down just in case they hear a spike. But if dapr can find one quickly, maybe you can line them both up, but Proto quick on the trigger.
Absolutely. They're going to be also loading up the B-Link area defensively on this pistol, as it's going to be a long B take from G2 with everyone except for dapr. He's playing Art. He's actually going to create some disturbances here through Art.
Yeah, for sure. If he just holds here, he may catch, trying to hit a bit of a flank. Cyber Cage will give this away, but dapr still connects on the shot. So now mid-map won by G2 as ShahZaM gets the plant off. And BreakThru have to decide, what do we do here? Try to retake. Do you just full flood in from the front and hope you don't get flanked? Or isolate a little bit. It's taking time. Fault line's out though. Sim on the way in. Everyone's still concussed, but the trade is out for ShahZaM. Swaps up and back to the Ghost. Second challenger. But just pick your poison, it feels like, as BreakThru will work their way in from the front. Aftershock clears off podium. flyuh toggles for the spike defuse, a long-range ghost shot's made to determine the outcome of this pistol. Will expire. dapr trying to step a little bit further forward. wippie working with him. flyuh's only got 1 bullet worth of health remaining as he continues to toggle it. Shots, though, are not landing. Now flyuh has to hold. wippie's kept at bay. flyuh still sticking, but the kill comes through. And that will be the game-winning, or at least the round-winning. Pretty far forward here at B lane. And it's a well-advised play. Detected with how many offensive members are looking to kind of peek in through link. Proto trying to hold up close, but Oxy just runs and guns him down. Gets the double with the Bulldog and ShahZaM for a free plant, and BreakThru just not much you can do here defensively with what weapons they have left.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a great sequence of prowlers and satchels.
Do yet, as they continue to put not just 2, but 3 members at least watching over mid-map. Quick hit from G2 over towards Zay. It's going to be on the defensive Thief trying to respond to this, and he's already threatened back over towards Secret. On the hunt is the rest of G2. Penny, Oxy trying to push forward. Lots of utility trying to block their line of sight, but G2 have gained the majority of the site unless they can't find brawk, who kind of snuck back in through lane. Kills come out. wippie now for the plant.
A weapon picked up as well in Flowers here. That's an important upgrade for Oxy, but he actually goes down. dapr, though, able to come through with the Bulldog from long, and now it's all on Sim with low HP, and they have such good positions on him.
Over the top, though, gets the first long-range shots. Would have to come through into dapr. Cloud bursts through, but dapr takes the angle.
Create presence all across the map and make it very hard for BreakThru to read the lay of the land. And that's even tougher when you have low firepower. It makes you want to bite even sooner than normal because you know you have to have a chance to win.
A lot of utility spent now from BreakThru, feeling the pressure through link. Thief steps into the Nebula. Over the top goes Oxy. And Thief still completely concealed away from the play, at least until Penny sniffs it out. flyuh on the response, but only gets 1. Penny wants more than this. Sees brawk down low, but also has a chance to clear off hallways. Proto gets 1 before falling. That's actually a key elimination, especially as Sim up top is now a part of the picture. Blades earned off that elimination. Needs to pop off, gets the first. 1 more, the little dash, but dapr shuts him midair. Still here. And yeah, that's a wise call from G2 trying to back away, but flyuh is actually playing forward this round. Oh, has a chance at the first, has to back away. Aftershock to cover his bases, and G2 will be stalled for a little while longer in mid.
And he tried to retake the angle after the aftershock, but he's just getting pressed more and more backwards. He's holding his ground, though, and finding both frags and the spike. Somehow, some way, flyuh still stands, and that's a hat trick now.
I mean, color me surprised. You thought that you had to kind of respect the distance gained by flyuh. The utility just kind of completely overwhelmed G2 in the chase, not twice, but 3 total times. So now dapr kind of lurking around through mid, the last hope. Lots of time to work with, to be fair, but no spike in a 1v5. It just goes back to the decision to chase. It's a confusing one.
Surprising it didn't work, at least. I mean, I figured maybe you lose 1 or 2 players there chasing flyuh, but for flyuh to get all of them is spectacular.
dapr for the 1v1! Nearly gets the 1v5 clutch! No, not at all.
That's a big round.
And it's just one of those things, you know, there's the difference in the compositions coming through. Both Fates have had impact. dapr walks forward, finds a free kill. Plus now the blades are out. We'll get back to that earlier point about comps in a moment. As G2 just keep the gas pedal down, even getting through dugout and possibly threatening BreakThru's defensive side at spawn.
Yeah,
Proto try to get an angle. Oxy still holding, waiting for a chance, and he's seen Thief in the connection as soon as the Cosmic Divide gets called in, Dust.
Indeed it does, and now they have a 5-on-3 post plant, and the weapons advantage that BreakThru had slowly and surely doesn't matter any longer. Now they can just play up against the Cosmic Divide wall and just wait for someone to make the mistake of coming through.
Oxy's just waiting for a right click.
Oh yeah, he is.
Kidding. But Nancy moves forward, and Dolly's going to try to chase down BreakThru, and why not? You just have knives.
Exactly. Let the airbender go.
Exactly.
You just know that's the inspiration for this character as well.
Hello. Why? Headphones not on, brother? Oxy? No more.
I was just glad they figured out how to use Discord.
Same.
Shout out to those folks.
Difficult app, honestly. Very difficult user interface.
G2 looking to put the pressure on early here at B after the long tech pause. 4 members strong with dapr just lurking out at middle. He does like lurking.
He's deep, too. I'll tell you that much.
Deep.
And he could isolate really easily, but it's going to instead just back away. Oxy first blood on the way in. Sim had to back off. You still He's just got a classic. So you don't expect too much to happen with him. The rest of the defenders of BreakThru on their way over, and you're kind of just looking at Thief and Proto, the two with weapons, to see if they can make anything happen. Although, as they lose one, now it's just down to who can actually follow up, and do they need it? Because Proto has been so good. Neural that's now earned, and G2 are pushed away from the site.
Yeah, that kind of kills dapr's flank through B Link as well. It's going to be red at this point, but still going to be really tough to get this diffuse down. It's a pretty exposed area here, and G2 has pretty good positioning here at back B ramp, and there's low health players everywhere for BreakThru.
Showstopper deep? Oh my goodness, that's going to land at a Proto. Paint Shells is trying to push Thief away, as dapr will reveal just a little bit enough. And yeah, this is one of those situations that it's never fun to pull up the Showstopper, but it does win you the round if you're G2.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That was very flirtatious. You're welcome.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is soon.
That's true. I am a free agent.
I'm not.
Oh, well, there goes my hopes and dreams.
Sorry,
Sim for first blood onto BreakThru. And the rest of this hit is still chugging forward towards B. Offensive and defensive stars are being placed. Proto hoping for some spam downs, but not Nightfall quickly afterwards, and they will isolate through B Link. My goodness, what a route. And keep your eye on that water side through mid. You've got full map control here for G2. They don't have to force a plant yet. You can just wait for this long flank to come through, although BreakThru may not let them. Goodness, the utility just does not stop coming. The long flank is still on the way.
Wippie. Yeah, I was about to say, Wippie's been doing this. He's been marinating this flank for a hot second, and he gets his frag. So well off of any ults on their side of the board. Thief does have Cosmic Divide available for retake if need be, or to maybe even slow down the attack itself if he spots anything.
Yeah, it may have to be for retake here. Although BreakThru are stepping forward a little bit to try to deal with this, and Thief with the first blood, that's going to cause the rotation to come through. All of a sudden, that Cosmic Divide may seem a little bit more likely. 5v4 situation. G2 still not feeling comfortable enough to plant yet. Penny's the one holding on to the spike, and they're going to try to meet any play over through art. Sims around the corner, predicted completely. Now G2 trying to re-rep back to B.
That was brilliant. Just gathering together, knowing that they're in a tough spot in a 4v5. They just gather up with 3. They attack art, and like you said, now that doubt is in the back of BreakThru's head. Maybe they rotated. Maybe they're in the middle. It slows everything down and allows to spike the plant more safely on the side itself. And dapr with huge coverage there on flyuh.
More to come, too. All 3 kills in the round go to dapr. Now the tags come out. Does he get the ace in the final? No, ShahZaM will finish it off. G2 after the long tech pause. Do not make us wait long to determine a series winner. G2 in 2 straight maps. Keep the edge just narrowly over BreakThru. Tight series, though, Dustin.